Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by to check out my video. It's been 1 year that I have started this YouTube channel, and it's also been 1 year that I have announced about my 2-year break after returning from US. So it's been quite a journey so far, and I can't believe I have survived already 1 year into this 2-year break journey that I'm doing. Of course, this video is about giving you guys an update of my finances at the end of October 2020, and I also want to share with you guys how I track my spending or my finances here in India. Alright, you guys have seen the quick snippet of my finances at the end of October 2020, and the numbers have been decreasing quite a bit for the last few months because of multiple reasons. One, of course, due to COVID or so, I would say. The mindset I had during the COVID lockdowns has pushed me to spend more rather than saving more. So I'll talk more about that later, and a few other reasons are going to be of course the decreased interest rates on the deposits that I have made in India. So most banks have dropped their interest rates significantly recently because of COVID times. So that is also going to be affecting me, but I'm hoping things would get better into the future, and also I have to keep that in mind to plan the future months of my journey. So let's see how things goes. And for the last 5 years, I think since early 2016, I have been using Excel spreadsheet to track all my finances. Tracking all those for a couple months to couple years will give you a clear idea on how things are going to be into the future, at least tentatively. And I strongly suggest you guys to track your finances, because again, you think you don't need it, but if you do it, or by doing so you have a better information, or you have better information with you to take well-informed decisions regarding anything that you plan to do or you want to do into the future. All right, so let me quickly switch over to my computer and show you guys how I track my finances using Excel spreadsheet. It's quite simple, and I'm just going to show you guys the template that I'm using. So let me show you guys that. Alright guys, so here is my spreadsheet to track my monthly expenses based on my budget. So each month I set a monthly budget here. So as you can see, if you are following my finances updates, so my current monthly budget or monthly expense budget is 27,500 Indian rupees. So that equates to roughly $368 US dollars. So while I said the final figure for the budget of 27,500, so I break down into these categories on what I will be spending for my basic living expenses in the city of Visakhapatnam piece. So all these expenses adds up to 27,500, and that's the budget limit that I set per month for this year. So as you can see, this is for 1 month. So as I spend money in these categories, I just, so let's say for example, if I spent my rent, or if I paid my rent, so I'll just enter 8,500 as spent, and yeah, again, that's paid, and my remaining amount within the budget is 19,000 rupees. And again, as you can see, the spent amount is reflected here in this column, and again the remaining amount will also be automatically calculated in USD as well. And if you are familiar with my finance model, so any money that's left over from my monthly expense budget is what I invest into my Robinhood account. So that was the plan, or the model, the finance model that I have. So any unspent money from my monthly expense is going to be invested. So, and again, if I pay my maintenance of 1250, again that's automatically will be reflected here into in the figures. Again, internet, as the money is spent in any of these categories, so it will be reflected here. So let's say for example, if I put it back, and if I put it back here, so let's say if these are the monthly expense limits that you set, and if you want to analyze how things are going to be at the end of the year, so I can just say, all right, so in the form of rent, I'll be paying a total of 1,02,000 rupees at the end of the year. Similarly, I can evaluate with respect to my maintenance and all these categories, and see how much money I will need to survive a given year with these tentative expenses. And my goal is to stay within these limits. Again, this monthly expense budget is only going to reflect my essential spending for my basic living, or basic or comfortable living here in Visakhapatnam. So this is the total that I have for 12 months. If I happen to spend 27,500 rupees each month, so I'll be spending a total of 3,30,000. If I look back at my previous months of data, I have always stayed below 27,500 in my expense in my monthly expenses on essential spending. Again, if I consider non-essential spending, yeah, I may go overboard, but the idea is to focus on the essential spending and see how I'm doing with respect to the essential spending. Like I said, when the point hits, I can always stop my non-essential spending, and I'm also going to track my non-essential spending as well. So that brings me to the another sheet, and also the other template that I use is to track my entire spending, not just the essential spending. So this template is what I use to track my entire spending, both essential and non-essential. So each and every spending that I make will be entered here, and will be observed as months progress, and the value here will reflect the total spending in that month. And again, I keep observing the total spending in that particular month, and this value that I have here will reflect my entire spending in all the months. So ever since I moved back to India, I started using this template, and I keep track of my entire spending as well since July 2019. And if you look at my update, that finance update that I have posted, so it's roughly 13 lakhs plus. I mean, it's quite a bit, I would say, and was not anticipated to begin with. I thought I would stay below 10 lakhs because when I moved, I have to spend on the basic amenities to begin with, like the furniture, some electronics or devices or equipment, to start my living here in India. So keeping that in mind, and my essential spending or some miscellaneous spending, I thought I would stay within the 10 lakh limit, but again it just happened to go beyond, and COVID is kind of happens to be one of the reasons. Like, I mean, I did mention the reason why during these COVID months I did spend more than what I am supposed to, or what I thought I would. So that adds up to my total spending as well. So this is where I stand, and this is the template that I use to track my total spending. And this may seem a little frustrating to track at the beginning, but like I said, I've been doing this for the last 5 years, and I don't feel bored at all. Maybe the first few days or weeks was a little challenging to begin with, but and I started enjoying doing it because it's only been helping me. By tracking my finances, it's been helping me to make certain choices or to make certain things possible, which wouldn't have been implemented or done without having this information in the first place. Alright guys, this is what I use to track my expenses, both on monthly basis and also on annual and overall basis as well. So I keep it simple, so just an Excel spreadsheet. So just enter as you spend, or just enter the categories and the values that as you spend in each month on any particular thing. So observe what you did and observe how things are happening with respect to your essentials as well. So, and it's been helping me, and I hope it will help you guys as well once you start tracking. Alright guys, so this is what it is. Alright, stay tuned for more content on my channel, and if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe now, and share with your friends, those may be interested in the content that I create. Alright, see you guys next time. Bye bye, take care, best wishes to you all.